Welcome to Lifestyle Matters. I'm Marilyn Moore, and today we are with Dr. Holt with IQ Vision Care, and we're going to be talking all about digital eye strain, something that's very common among adults and becoming even more common among children. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
So, Doctor, let's talk about digital eye strain. What exactly is that?
Well, digital eye strain is a spectrum of eye problems that are related to the use of digital devices.
And I mean, we're seeing children walking around with tablets all the time and phones at a very young age. And, is that why we're seeing an increase in children having digital eye strain?
Yeah, it's becoming an issue for children because there is such a widespread use now in children of tablets and phones and even computers and stuff too, just more and more digital devices.
And so then what are some of these symptoms that, parents should look out for?
Well, one of the symptoms is what we call asthenopia, which is a fancy word that just means eye strain, kind of your eyes feeling like they're strained, aching maybe, even sometimes a headache kind of symptoms. Also, it can cause irritation of the eyes, redness of the eyes, blurry vision, sometimes even double vision.
Now, you're working with children every day, here working with their eyes. Are you seeing it, increasing every year, this digital eye strain?
Well, I get a lot of questions about use of tablets, use of phones, and things like that. Is this what caused my child to need glasses? Is this what caused this problem or that problem? It doesn't cause a need for glasses, but it interacts with other diseases, what we call ocular surface diseases, things like allergic conjunctivitis, dry eye, blepharitis. And in the Central Valley, those other conditions are very common. So I see a lot of kids that have allergies and dry eye kind of issues. And in those kids, the use of tablets and phones, too much under certain circumstances will make those conditions worse.
Wow, so it can enhance, is what you're saying, those.
Yeah, okay. and it's especially kind of important in our environment because of our climate, because it's very warm here, it's dry here, there's a lot of allergens in the air. So kind of those problems are more common in general here compared to other areas of the country. So we kind of already have that affecting a lot of children in our area. And then on top of that, you put digital eye strain, it can make things worse.
Yes, unfortunately we do. And, is this something serious that, everyone should really, be thinking about? I mean, we like to obviously play on our tablets and our phones, adults and children every day. Is this something serious?
Well, the good thing is digital eye strain doesn't cause irreversible long-term problems. Okay, it can be a source of discomfort. Or like we talked about, strain, blurriness, some of these other things. The problem with kids is sometimes they can't really tell you what they're experiencing. Yeah. They can't describe it well. They don't even know themselves. And so what is important is for parents to kind of watch out for, be aware of the fact that kids can have serious eye problems. And it's difficult to tease out what those problems are. Okay? And so if your child is complaining about problems with vision, complaining that their eyes are bothering them, one thing could be an excessive use of an electronic device, but you have to realize that it could be something else. It could be something very serious. Yeah. Okay, and so you should be aware of the fact that if something persists or you're concerned, then you need to have them come in to be seen by somebody who can figure out what is going on.
Do you think immediately, if your child's complaining about their eyes, or you're noticing something, it's good to just immediately go in and get their eyes checked?
I think it's best to be safe.
Yeah.
It's definitely best to be safe and to follow your instincts as a parent. Yeah. If you think there's something wrong, a lot of times parents are right. There is something.
They know their children. And so what can a parent do to prevent their child from getting digital eye strain and also to keep them to have healthy eyes?
Mm-hmm. So for digital eye strain, there's a simple rule that is easy to remember that we call the 20-20-20 rule. So every 20 minutes, if you're on a digital device, take a break. Take a break for 20 seconds and look at something that's 20 feet away. So just in general, if you can, I know it's hard to pull those kids off of those tablets sometimes, but try to have them take a break just for a little while, and then they can use it again if they need to. Another thing that's very important in kids is the use of these devices right before they go to bed. Kids really need to get a good night's sleep, and it can adversely affect their sleep, and that can have an overall effect on their development. So try to avoid using those devices right before bed, probably at least for the hour before they go to bed. Try to just avoid using electronic devices.
Well, Doctor, thank you so much for all that great information. And viewers, if you have any questions on digital eye strain, Dr. Holt is always here to help. And we've been at IQ Vision Care. I'm Marilyn Moore, and you're watching Lifestyle Matters.